What up? What up, y'all? It is day 11 of Scale Out. I guess I really don't count Saturdays. I just want y'all to let y'all know I do still stream on Saturdays. I have my podcast in the morning, but I'm still streaming every single Saturday, streaming every single day until we get my business to 10 deals a month. So, what's up, y'all? Today is going to be a pretty light day. I'm really going to just show people how I just got tagged in the post. I'm gonna be showing people how I do like my daily schedule, my weekly schedule. Sorry, Sundays are the days I use to plan my week out, put my goals on my calendar, to go over my most valuable priorities for the week, um, and yeah, I'll also do some behind the scenes things. I still need to get my some systems and process together. Joseph, I'm still in Pennsylvania right now. I'll be in AZ next week, this weekend, Friday. I'm leaving. I'll hit you up, dog. But yeah, so let's get to it. If y'all have any questions, if y'all are on my Instagram, jump over to my YouTube. If you guys are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure y'all jumping in here, subscribing, liking these videos. I will be in here every single day. No, physically, bro. Oh yeah, physically, I'm in the dungeon. Yeah, I'm in the basement. I'm in my grandfather's office. Yeah. What's up, Alexis? But yeah, so I'm gonna go through my schedule. I actually haven't. I've been falling behind on my weekly calendar for some time now. So not some time, but a couple weeks. So we actually gonna go through that today. I like to break everything down into 15-minute intervals. I was watching a Grant Cardone podcast, and he says you need to be running to your next appointment. So I like to make sure my calendar is filled up. Have a blessed day, my boy. Joseph, love you, dog. I'll be out there soon, brother. I'm gonna hit you up when I get out there. All right, cool. Let me share my screen real quick. Oh yeah, if y'all got any questions, if y'all on Instagram, make sure y'all hit the little question mark down bottom. I'll answer any questions. If y'all are on YouTube, just type it in the chat. I'll answer these questions as we go along today. Reynold Desir, I hope I said your name right, says, what advice can you give for those who want to learn how to analyze deals? I would say go find a deal, find a problem, and come to somebody who actually underwrites deals, analyzes deals on a regular basis. Right? Don't get caught up on how to do it before you actually do it. So yeah, find a problem and then find somebody who can help you with that problem. And it's just honestly like it's just doing it over and over, right? Like the more you underwrite deals, the more deals you look at, the better you'll be at underwriting these deals and analyzing them. What's up, everybody? What's up, Derek? What's up, Rachel? What's going on? What's going on? So, all right, cool. Let me share my screen. So I have my calendar linked to my CRM actually, and I actually need to fix that because I don't think it's linked correctly. But I have my calendar linked to my CRM, and I actually just switched my email up because I made a mistake and I put my actual email on a couple wholesaler mailing lists or buyers lists, and like now my email is freaking flooded with deals and bad deals and hell yeah, Derek. I'm hit you up when I get out there too, bro. I can't wait, dude. Yeah, so first thing I like to do in the morning is wake up, pray. I have my prayer time and I just give thanks. I get gratitude. So first 30 minutes of my day is always going to be dedicated to gratitude and God. Word. I like to color code it as well. I like to meditate from 5 to 5:15. Quick little meditation. Then I'll get dressed and work out. So I like to wake up early. And wake up early. It's the best time to get a lot of personal things done, right? Reading, meditating, praying. You don't got people. Yeah, Derek, I'm screen sharing on YouTube. If you guys aren't on my YouTube, hit the link in my bio. Um, I'm streaming on YouTube, sharing my screen. Come subscribe. Ask questions in the comments. I can even pull some people up today if you guys want to jump up on here and ask any questions you have. My YouTube the link is in my bio if you guys do not know how to get to my YouTube. Get dressed for workout. Shouldn't take me 15 minutes to 30 minutes to get dressed. What's up, Crystal? Workout number 1, 5:30, 6:45. I got morning mindset coffee. I actually want to read before I do this. I want to read a little bit. So let's do this. Let's make my workout. 5:45 to 7. What time I got myself waking up? 4:30. I'll wake up a little earlier. If y'all not waking up early, I highly suggest you start to wake up early. Get so much done during the day. Like I was watching what's up, Patrick? I was watching this awesome Ed Milet interview. It wasn't even an interview, it was just a video where hold on, let me share my screen again. It was just a video that was talking about how he's talking about this at the Clever Summit, where he breaks his days down into 3 separate days, right? So he gets a lot more done in a few hours than most people get done in one day, if that makes sense. Colleen, what's up, Colleen? Daryll, when you take over property, are you doing traditional rentals, Section 8, SAM Gov contracts, or STRs? My primary exit strategy is for short-term rentals. Yeah, short-term rentals. I'm not getting into any long-term rentals or Section 8s right now. I probably will in the future, but right now I'm doing all short-term rentals, traveling nurses, stuff like that. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? If y'all are not on the YouTube, if you guys have not subscribed to my YouTube, make sure y'all already jump into my YouTube. The link is in my bio. Subscribe to the channel, like the video for me. Oh my gosh, we have Alejandro Alvarez on here right now. What? Oh my goodness, bro. I'm so freaking honored right now. Hold on. Let's see if Alejandro can jump up here. I hope he's not naked or something. Bro, if you can jump up here, it would be my honor, dude. Hold on. Not that link. This link. Click this link, bro. If you can. If you can't, I 100% understand, dog. But this guy is a freaking beast. I look up to Alejandro. It's my brother. But yeah, we're just going over the calendar today. I'm planning my week. Gonna go over my MVPs for the week. I actually interviewed Marlon Johnson on what's up, Isaiah? I interviewed Marlon Johnson, my guy Mindset Marlon, on Saturday, and he was talking to me about his pretty much his to-do list, right? He put 6 things on his to-do list that absolutely need to get done every single day, right? So I'm gonna have a to-do list for the week, and I'm also gonna have one for the day. So yeah. So I'm gonna meditate 4:45, get dressed for the workout, and I'm gonna read a little bit in the morning. Super, super important to plan your day, y'all. Schedule your day. Mark Chang. Yes, I am. Time blocking is super essential. Super, super essential, y'all. I've realized like when I don't time block, I get pulled in so many different directions and I lose focus. I end up getting nothing done. So I need a schedule to tell me exactly what to do, when to do it. So boom. Got waking up, praying, gratitude, meditating, get dressed for my workout, read, workout, morning mindset coffee. Morning mindset coffee goes to 8 o'clock, so we'll move that to 8. And then these things, right? The ones in the morning, I don't know what color this is. It's salmon. They're they're gonna all be repeated because this is what my morning routine is gonna look like, right? So the routine stuff is gonna stay salmon colored, and they're gonna be repeating on a daily basis. Repeat every single day. Um, hold on. There we go. Repeat every single day because it's super super important to have a morning routine, y'all. This is fire. I tried doing this on paper and it didn't work. Yes, paper. Do not do this on paper. just I just use Google Calendar, and it works really well for me. It connects to my phone. It also syncs with my CRM. So if I pull up Bitrix, Hold on. Let me properly share my screen. I'm pretty sure it integrates with most CRMs. Google Calendar. Got 3 people online right now. That's what's up. So if I click my calendar, it's already synchronized. I think I have the wrong one connected though. Yep, just the wrong one connected. It's my old email. So let me synchronize the new one. Connect Daryll at jvwithdaryll.com. What's my favorite book? That's a good question. I have so many favorite books. Um, Honestly, one of the books that impacted me the most was How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Um, I'm actually reading The Power of One More right now by Ed Milet, and this is secretly, well, not secretly, it's slowly creeping up into my top 5. I like How to Win Friends and Influence People. I like Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Um, what else? Um, The Secret. The Secret is definitely in my top 3. I've read The Secret about 20 times. Um, and 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma. It's my top 5 right there. I may have missed some, but yeah, I get it. Most of these books they talk about the same thing, which is really interesting. But it's like it's good because you don't connect with all of them. All right, so workout number 1, walk home. It's because I walk to my first workout in the morning. Write my goals down. I like to write them down during morning mindset coffee. Just sit there while I'm listening to Marlon do his thing. I go through my daily MVPs. My MVPs are my most valuable priorities every single day. Get dressed for day. Yeah, I can keep that. It'll take like 20 minutes to get ready for the day. I'll switch that to 20. 20. I want it so that my calendar is like super blocked. How much is your Bitric subscription? I don't know, bro. You're asking me integrated questions, dog. Let me see. Our payments actually due. Actually due, I think, in a few days. But we have automatic. Pretty sure we got automatic payment on. Oh yeah, we got to renew this bad boy. I think it's automatic though. So like tomorrow, I think is the last day. So at 12 o'clock, it'll automatically renew. But what do we pay? We have the standard subscription, so we pay $80 a month for this. And we have all this cool stuff. I have up to 50 people that I can keep in my CRM, which is pretty cool. I really don't need the professional one. I'm good with the standard. So we pay $80 a month for our CRM. All right, cool. Get dressed for my day. I have my acquisitions meeting at 9:30. I put all like business meetings at 9:30 to 11, not in yellow, I mean. Alexis, if you're still on here, we're supposed to meet tomorrow, I believe. We're supposed to go on let me just check. I know there's a time. We have something I'm supposed to do on Monday. What time is that? 2. Okay, perfect. Yeah, 2 o'clock. We are going live. Alexis Morgan, and Mamadou Diallo. We will be going live at 2 p.m. and talk about we're putting together a door knocking team in 3 different markets, which is going to be really fun. Y'all should definitely tap into that. Make sure y'all follow Alexis. Alexis, put your Instagram in here so I can pin it so people can follow you. Alexis is awesome. She's a freaking go getter, go giver. All right. Let's share the screen again. And remember, guys, make sure y'all are subscribing to the channel, liking the video. If you have any questions, put them in the little question mark on Instagram. If you have any questions on YouTube, just ask in the comments. If you're on Facebook, I'm so sorry I'm not on Facebook right now, so just slide over to the YouTube channel and ask the questions there. I don't feel like going to Facebook. Sorry, Facebook. Yo. My dog's trying to escape. All right, back to the calendar, y'all. I don't know why this is called Property Professionals Calendar. It should be called Daryll's calendar, but okay. I'm actually gonna write my goals down after morning mindset. I want to pay attention. I want to be present for morning mindset. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get dressed after, write my goals right after MMC. Boom. Write my daily MVPs. Boom. Dress for the day. Boom. Then I gotta walk my dog. He be crying and shit. He need to eat. You know, I'm a great father. What the heck? I think I messed it up when I put this weird time. I got stuff starting at 8:50 now. I'm gonna stick to this time. 8:50. Save. Boom. 8:50 to, let's say, 9:15. I'll walk my dog. Walk and feed him. What's up, Kevin? Again, I'm gonna keep this all color coded because this is gonna stay the same, right? Walk slash feed. That's my dog. And then here, boom, 9:15 and 9:30. I will prepare for positions. Actually, let's do this. Check emails. I'll check my emails at 9:15. Check and send emails. Boom. So I'll get all my emails out of the way in 15 minutes. That should be enough time to get it out the way. Then I'm not gonna send any more emails till later on in the day. Because to me, emails are very, very distracting. I need to make this for all. Repeat daily. Yo, if y'all just joined my Instagram, jump into my YouTube. I'm streaming live on YouTube. You guys can actually see what I'm doing. I'm sharing my screen. I'm showing how I plan my week out every single Sunday. Well, it's gonna be every single Sunday now. I was pretty inconsistent. My boy Olu. If y'all not following my boy Olu, follow Olu now. Olu Vision 7. He's a freaking closer. It's my freaking brother from another mother. It's my geyser. My geyser. All right, so acquisitions huddle 9:30 to 11. Deep work from 11 to 12. That means I will be off of my phone from 11 to 12. My phone will be on do not disturb. Like if anybody calls me, I'm not going to answer because I'm going to be working. The only time I'm going to be on my phone is when I'm making calls to sellers, and I make calls to sellers through my laptop. So, Pat, what's up, brother? So 11 to 12, it will be 11 to 2 will be deep work. I realized that you can get a lot more done when you have intentional focus time, right? So like rather than me working from 11 to 5, right? 11 to 5. What up, Shaney? 11 to 5 and just on my phone every second and doing this, doing that, right? I'm going to work really, really hard from 11 to 2, and I'm going to get way more done in that time than I am regular, just like checking my phone and shooting the shit. But actually, what I want to do is I want to move this down to 12. So my acquisitions huddle, I'm going to break this down because what I'm going to start doing is I have so after my acquisitions huddle every day, I do role playing and like a sales training with my team. So I'm going to actually make that part of it not public, but I'm going to make it available to sub 2 students and the role playing and the sales training. So I'm going to break these off in two. So acquisitions huddle should be about 30 minutes max. Yo, sorry, my dog's acting bad. Let's make it 45 minutes, 10:15. What up, Kenny? My guy. Hello, my boy in YouTube. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, we're just going through. It's Sunday, right? So I use Sunday to plan my week out. Figure out what my top priorities are for the week. I'll go through my goals for the week, what I need to accomplish, and I'm putting all of this on my calendar. The legend Sam Sings in here. Wow, my guy. All right, so acquisitions huddle starts at 9:30 every single day. My acquisitions huddle is at 9:30. I had some meetings with my acquisitions team just to try to see, like, Anthony, what's up, brother? I had a meeting with my acquisitions team to figure out like what they didn't like about the meetings and stuff like that, and they kind of brought up some things that it kind of makes sense. They're saying that team meetings are a little long, which I agree. I really don't like long meetings, so I figured out a way to condense that, and then from 10:15 to 11:30. Let's say 11:45. let's say 11:30. 11:30, I will be doing training. I think it's 11:15. It's an hour. Training slash role play. And again, I'll make that open to sub two students. I can't have like 50 people in there at one time. Um, but I can do it. I can handle probably like 5 to 10. And I'll make that yellow as well. Damn it. There we go. Save. Repeats daily. Dang, when I move next week, I'm gonna have to change all this stuff that I did again to a different time zone. Join, bro. Isaiah, join. I got practice to win that closer comp. Yo, I got faith in you, Doug. I wish I could have seen your role play, bro. I'm sick. I missed it. I think I was on a call or something. All right, so this is something that I'm doing new. I am going to actually schedule a time for social media. Um, I'm going to respond to people on social media. I'm going to post on social media. I'm going to do certain things on social media only in certain times during the day because I realize that I waste a lot of time on social media. Um, so my notifications are off, and from 11:15 to 12 o'clock, maybe even less, I'm gonna actually post on social media. I'm gonna make a post, and then I'll check back later on the day to actually respond to comments and DMs and look at deals and stuff like that. Um, so yeah, social media can be useful. That's why I don't want to like. I had thoughts about like taking a break from social media and just deleting it for a little while. Um, but it's a tool, right? So I just need to learn how to discipline myself and take advantage of this tool and not be a consumer of content and just be a producer of content. You got consumers and you got producers, dog. Can't be a consumer. Yes, creator, not consumer. Word. So I made that green. I don't know why, just because it sound like some money. I like the color green. So 12 to 3, need to treat your social media and personal brand like a business. That is facts, Sam. That is 1,000% facts. What's up, Shane? So from 12 to 3, and if you guys seen, I haven't eaten yet on this schedule, right? That's because I'm doing how do you say it? Intermittent fasting. So I usually only eat like once a day, honestly. Um, I forget to eat a lot of times too. Like I'll be working, it'll be like 7 o'clock. I'm like, oh shit, I haven't eaten yet. But uh, I'll put I'll put from after my deep work, I like to take like a little break, like a little 30-minute break. Just walk around. Chill out, Shane. Come on, dog. You know you're a legend, bro. I want to be like you, man. So 3:30, I'll take a I'll take like a walk or something like that. Just get outside. Like, I'll take my dog on like a 30-minute walk. Just get some sun. Yo, Alejandro, that necklace is fire, right? Yeah, it was needed, bro. He blessed me. Chad blessed me with that one. Mr. John Lim, what's up, dog? So from all, I don't know what color I want to make this. I'll keep that consistent because I'll repeat that every single day. I'll go for a walk at like 3 o'clock. Just get some sun. I like to call it. What was I calling it? I was calling recalibration time, where I just walk around. I might even keep my phone inside and just get my mind back right, you know? Go for a walk. And then usually from like 4 to 6, this won't be like any deep work usually. So like, oh crap, I need to schedule for 2 o'clock. Hold on. So see, this is why you got. So now I need to move some things around. Hold on. So I'll post on social media later tomorrow. Just this event because I have the live with Alexis and Mama do at 2 o'clock. So we'll do that. We'll go live. No, we're gonna do this. We're gonna go live with Alexis and Mama do. And then I'm gonna go for a walk. And while I'm on the walk, I'll post on social media. So I'll keep them at the same time. Save some time. I'm in 12 to 8. Yeah, I usually eat in between 12 to 8, but I usually only eat like once. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody joining? If y'all are not on my YouTube channel, make sure y'all jump into the YouTube. I'm in here streaming live every single day. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. I'm going through the business, showing just my life really every single day until we scale this business to 10 deals a month, consistent 10 deals a month. So I'll be here for 2 months, 2 months minimum, consistent 10 deals, 2 months minimum. So make sure y'all jumping in here, subscribing to the channel. Make sure y'all liking the videos. I'll be here every single day till we make this shit happen. Let's collab, Pat. Let's collab, dog. Hit me up. DM me. Let's work it out. So when I get back, usually around this time from 4 to like, I'll say 6. 4 to 6. I'll help my team. So this is like I'm still working, but I'm not like this isn't deep work, right? Like I do my deep work time early in the day, like from 11 to like 3, 12 to 3. And then I'll still work like 3:45 to 6. But I'll be doing underwriting, deal underwriting. Not comp, not type underwriting, comping. What else do I do? Raise private money. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I'll do then around that time, and some other things. But I'm still working, right? But it's not like I'm going hard. It's not like don't bother me, right? You can bother me at this time. So I'll make this yellow. Do you call sellers on Sundays? I mean, I used to. I really don't make many calls. My team calls sellers on Sundays. Uh, let's see. Let's see if we made any calls today. If we didn't, then I won't tell y'all. Because then you just made me look bad. Because I just told y'all we make calls on Sundays. But we usually do. We actually didn't make no calls today. We made calls yesterday, though, as a team. Cool. So, yeah, we work on Sundays. Like Sam Singh says, we work on Sundays. I know he went on a rant today about working on Sundays. Yeah, Sam, I actually am a little hurt right now that we ain't make no calls today, but we'll figure it out. I need to start laying the hammer down. All right, so 6 to 7:30. I like to go into the nightly dial. So I'm gonna go into the nightly dial tomorrow, but I'm not gonna put that on my calendar. I actually am gonna put that on my calendar, but I'm gonna leave it blue. Um, Things that I make red is like a must, right? Like I'm not rescheduling this. Um, but like if I leave it blue, then it can get rescheduled or it can get moved or I can do something while I'm doing this. One second, my dog just broke out. I'll be right back. All right, we back. So, some things I need to do this week. Check my calendar. Sam, I'm back, bro. So, on Wednesday I have a closing. So I'm going to put right here. I'm actually going to be like, this is really exciting for me. I'm going to be closing on my very first Airbnb. Like, that's freaking exciting, y'all. And I have 21 more to go. So if y'all selling any creative deals that could be Airbnbs, hit me up. I'm buying. But this is going to be exciting. So let's say from 1 to 3:30, close on Lake Drive. It's Lake Drive. Sam, let's bring you up here, bro. Did you go live today? Let me hold you accountable to what you before you had to pay Logan $33. Why is it saying you're unavailable, bro? Are you on your laptop? I'll make this green because this is money. Yeah, come onto the StreamYard, bro. Um, jump on jump into the YouTube channel and I'll put the StreamYard link in the chat. Sam, the StreamYard link is in the chat, bro. Jump into YouTube. Put in the cost Sean net in there. It's in there. It's in there, Diana. It's not actually on the calendar, but it's on my it's in my CRM. So that's actually what I'm going to fix as well because I have the wrong calendar synced to my CRM. So once I fix that, it's going to be on there, the scheduled call. And it's going to be in between 11 and it's going to be in between 11 and 2 tomorrow while I'm making calls. I just need to connect this calendar so I can see it. I don't know why it's not doing this. Daryll at jvwithdaryll.com. What's up, Malik? I'll make this repeat daily. So I will eat during the nightly dial. Eat dinner. You gotta get some food up in you. We're just waiting on Samsung, y'all. If y'all don't know Samsung, make sure y'all bring your notepad out here because Sam is a freaking legend and he will be here to drop gems. Sam is my guy. It's my brother for life. He says, "Uno momento, por favor." You guys didn't know I was bilingual. What color should I make that? I'll just make it. No, I'll make it orange. So like personal things, I'll just make orange. hmm So, boom, we have the nightly dial here. We have eat dinner. Now remember this blue part. This can be interchanged. Like I can put some other things in here, and go about it that way. Holy crap!
Ooh, what's going
Oh,
on, man?
listening to over there, dog.
I have no idea. Someone just sent me some random memes.
You jamming out, bro?
Bro, you know me. I'm always jamming out. Dude, I should probably get the mic on so it sounds better. How are you doing?
Amazing, bro. How are you?
Better now. Better now that I'm with a friend.
Honored, bro. What's going on, bro?
Just trying to get a hold of these sellers, bro.
You making calls right now?
I don't want to. It's not. I. So this is something that's super important, right? And you, as a guy who's got a team, let me do this. Let me actually go live.
Yes, I said that. Go live, bro.
Bro, what is this? Oh, that's what that is.
You ever listening to Where the Party At?
Yeah, it's this dude from Investor Live sent me some stuff.
Yeah. Yo, if you guys have any questions for Samsung, please drop them in the chat right now. This guy is a sales master, a freaking super scaling. I don't even know what to call it, bro. Like you are a freaking master at scaling businesses and running businesses. And
I'm at best half okay.
no, you're a master, bro. You're a master. So if you guys have any questions about scaling businesses, about acquisitions, closing deals, this guy closed like 58 deals in 2 months. Like, if you guys have any questions about real estate in general, please ask because we are in the presence of greatness right now. This guy is amazing.
So I always love this. It's the one thing I tell Logan this all the time, and it's what I'm going to tell Daryll right now, and it's that I love it when you lie to me.
I'm not lying to you, bro.
But yeah, man. I mean, so you're doing this. I gotta make sure that like on this thing. Okay, so one thing that I wanted to talk to you about. It's really interesting especially for people who have teams, and you are delegating the phone calls to your teams. Make sure someone on your team who knows what they're doing, who's really, really adept at this game, is doing at least a weekly audit of every single lead in your system. And here's why I say that. Your lead managers will miss stuff. They will miss opportunities because they just, maybe they weren't paying attention, or let's give them the benefit of the doubt and they just, didn't realize that was an opportunity yet. So for me, my lead managers are off this weekend because one of them is off this weekend because she's got a wedding to go to. And I'm like, great, that's totally fine. And what I decided to do is I do a weekly audit, usually somewhere in the middle of the week, of all the stuff in there. And I was going through her leads. The third lead that I checked, the third one, bro, within 3 minutes, I looked at this and I was like, that should be under contract already.
So you listen to their calls pretty much, and then
no, I don't even look at the calls. I don't have the time span, bro. I don't have the time tolerance after the nightly dial and being on that for so much. I'm just like, oh man, listening to people's calls, it's a little bit difficult for me sometimes. But all I did is I looked at the lead, right? It was pushed as a hot lead or as a warm lead. And then, I just so I looked at the notes, and it's like, at the end of the day, this is what we need to know. as people who are making executive decisions on whether or not this should be under contract yet or not is where's it at? What's the asking price, right? Can we do a quick comp on it? And is the motivation legit, right? Like, am I going to waste my time getting on the phone with the seller or not? It took me about 1 minute to read through the notes to realize this guy is ready to go, right? Just taking the notes at face value. And I'll get on the call and I'll confirm this stuff. And then the asking price was whatever it was at. And then, because I have my team automatically, even though it's not always right, we just have our CRM automatically tell us what Zestimate is. Just so we know, like, the asking is, 100K over Zestimate, I know to not waste too much of my time on that, right? But if it's 150K below the Zestimate, that's worth my team looking into, like jumping on that. So I did a quick comp, and within like a 2-minute quick comp, I was like, this is a freaking deal. At the numbers that is presented, like, this should, why has my person not got on a call? Why do I not see notes about an offer or like having that closing call? Because my team, they actually have to do this. They actually have to, once they realize that everything is, it's a checklist, right? As a closer, it's a checklist. When you've hit all the numbers for you to go ahead and start having the conversation about getting it signed. So I have my team, when that's ready, they have to go ahead and put it in the CRM. Next call is closing call, if it wasn't already a 1-call close. So the checklist was met, and I was like, wait a minute, this is what am I missing here? Why is this not in the contract? Why has my lead manager not put in the notes here that this should be closed already, or that we're going to go in for a closing call? And got on the phone with the seller yesterday. And I don't usually do this because I have my team and they're closers and they know how to close cash and creative. But I decided, you know what? Hey, let's go be proactive. Let's get a hold of this guy. And then this is a freaking deal. It's a freaking deal. Right now, I just got to wait on getting a hold of the other decision maker, who's the wife. But I mean, like, there's no reason this shouldn't be under contract like yesterday.
That's super interesting, because I was just talking with Mike Gomes about that. And he says that he was listening to one of his acquisitions manager's calls, and his acquisition manager pushed it to long-term follow-up, and Mike's like, no, this is super hot. And he called the lead right then and there, and they got a novation contract. And
exactly, dude. Exactly. So it's, and it's, again, when I go back to my lead manager who's off for a little bit, I'm going to go and have this talk about, and it's not punitive. It's not like a punishment thing. It's just about understanding, because I want my people to be able to know that this is a deal a mile away. Right? Not by me coaching them, not by me hand-holding them and telling them to go lock this up. It's that I just saw the notes, I saw the motivation, saw the asking price, did a quick comp, and I'm like, give me a reason why this shouldn't be locked up right now.
Right.
And then so had that call, made sure everything's legit. It's completely legit. Everyone's on title. It's all good. All we got to do is just do the last deliberation with another decision maker, and then we're good to go. But this is like, and I'm like, great. So this is what I'm saying is, as your lead managers get better and better and better, make sure you, as a owner or as a sales director or as the head closer in charge who understands what this business is all about, make sure you're planning at least once a week an audit of all of your leads. So
I put that in my calendar for. Actually,
and
I put it.
You'll actually notice through KPIs by doing that. You'll notice which one of your lead managers are letting stuff slip through the cracks. You'll actually be able to directly help them address these issues and showcase them why this was a deal and they didn't realize it or whatever. Or you'll actually find bottlenecks, and like, maybe this person, this is like the 10th time they've done this. Maybe they're a bottleneck because they're not calling when they're supposed to be calling, or they're not doing their due diligence, or they're not paying attention. So there's a lot of that at play that not a lot of people are realizing. So, and for me, man, like, you know that we're scaling in a pretty massive way. With me, I'm now training my apprentice sales director to do this stuff. And his job is going to be to go in twice a week to do an audit of every single lead. And that's just all he's going to do. 8 hours a day. He's going to go through twice a week, 8 hours a day, go through every lead. He's going to do a check. He's going to do a check on all like the motivation, the numbers, do a quick comp, and then be like, then call out my LMs, my lead managers, if they haven't like closed it yet.
And bro, I hope you don't mind, but this is actually going to turn into a little a little interview because I have you on here, and I respect
love
you
it.
so much. You're the best. So that audit, right? Well, no, your team is mostly overseas, closing.
All virtual.
They're all virtual, so everybody's overseas, even your closers. What are their KPIs?
There's a lot. We track a ton. For the closers, here's the thing. So this is kind of an outdated. We probably shouldn't be talking about this for free online.
Bro, we give everything for free here, bro.
We do. Okay, that's fine. So I'm plugged in with some really high performing teams, right? Yeah. And what I'm quickly realizing, and this is what we've made the jump to, and we're actively phasing things out to make this transition on a scale play, is that the tried and true thing is you have a cold caller and then a lead gen and a lead manager and then a closer, right? And it's a 3-tiered system. It's a messy system, and the more transfers you have in your system, the more
you broke up really quick. Sorry, you broke up. You broke up after for me. You broke up after cold caller, lead manager, and closer.
Yeah. So in the traditional way of doing acquisitions is that you'll have the generator, the lead generator.
Yeah.
Maybe it's cold caller, text, or whatever. Then you have a lead manager who just follow-ups, and then you have a closer. And that's a traditional way of doing it. Now, here's the thing, dude. You've seen some of the circles that I've been in, and you know the numbers that these people do, like several 6 figures a month, a few of them doing 7 figures a month in acquisitions. Yeah. And the move that they've all realized is actually it comes down to 2 things. Speed to lead. Speed to lead is like actually the end all be all.
Yeah.
And then 2 is the more transfers you have in a funnel, the more likely your seller is to fall through the cracks.
I believe
People hate it. It's a hot potato, and everyone's always trying to pass the hot potato. And the seller, you don't want them to feel like they're a hot potato being passed around, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of these high level teams, this is what we've implemented is, bro, my lead managers are virtual, right? They're foreign, and they close. And so it's not a lead manager passing it off to anybody else. The only time they'll pass it off to anybody else is if it's an extremely difficult creative one, or it's just a super hard seller. And then they'll pass it off to me because I'm the sales trainer and everything, but because I'm the sales head, but I'm actively training a foreign VA to be an apprentice sales director. And I'm giving him everything that I know. And he can structure, underwrite everything from cash to hybrids to Morby method. He can underwrite Morby method in an instant now. And his sales skills, as a closer, are top notch. And this is the move that all highest performing scaled teams are making.
Yeah.
But guys, there you go. That's actually you guys have no idea what it cost me. It actually didn't cost me a dime to get that information, but the rooms that I had to get into to get that information.
I was going to ask something, but it just slipped my mind. Damn it. We'll come back to it. Diana just asked, what do you look for exactly on those weekly audits? Can you explain it step-by-step briefly?
Yeah, so you're going to do a lot, right? However you do your KPI tracking, let's put KPI tracking aside. And I'm not talking about are people hitting their dials, are they hitting, their amount of conversations, are they hitting their numbers? I'm not talking about that. On these weekly lead audits, what I'm actually talking about is because a lot of times what we do as business owners, let's just say Daryl's a closer, and he's going to scale his business in a really, really massive way here. And I mean, that's what it's all about, right? It's scale out. And what he's going to be doing is he's going to have closers coming in. And what ends up happening is these closers are going to they're not as good as Daryll. Hell, I'm not as good as Daryll. And what ends up happening, dude, you're amazing. If I could, I can't afford you, but I would love to have you on my team. What ends up happening on these weekly audits, right? The primary intention is that someone, ideally an experienced sales director who understands multiple exit strategies, has to be able to look at these leads, not just with one lens. And that lens, for a lot of teams, it's this lens, a one only lens they have, and that is ARV times, times X minus MAO minus wholesale fee minus repairs, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
That cash wholesale formula is like, if that's the only lens that you have to look at a deal, you're going to miss 80% of the deals.
Yeah.
So you have to have ideally a sales director type person. Daryl's a guy who pretty much understands every exit strategy and can underwrite every exit strategy. Daryll, if you don't have them yet, man, I really hope you get someone, train them to understand all of those. And that person is now your apprentice sales director. They'll eventually, when you scale bigger, they will be the sales director. So you can step away. And then twice a week, at least once or twice a week, they need to go through every warm lead in your system, every warm lead that's been assigned to a closer, lead manager, acquisitions, whatever the hell you want to call it. And they need to underwrite every single lead from every single exit. And what they'll actually find is my lead manager who's comfortable underwriting and spotting a cash deal a mile away or a sub 2 deal a mile away didn't realize that this is actually a perfect novation. Right. Just like what we were talking about with Mike Gomes.
That's freaking good, bro.
So what do
you think about this?
What
do you think about like a somebody who comes on to the team who their main job is to underwrite deals? And like, so when a closer or whoever's running these leads, when they want to figure out what the exit strategy is or our strategy to acquire it, they just say, here's what I got, here's my notes, what do I do with it? And this person's main job is to underwrite deals.
This is good. So a lot of teams have a dedicated person who does dedicated comping, right? Yeah. Dedicated comping. I firmly believe having one person do it is a massive bottleneck. In the beginning, you might have to, because it takes people hundreds, if not thousands of reps to become really good at comping, really, really good at comping. But in the long-term play, your closers need to be able to comp.
Yeah.
I can comp 99% of properties probably within less than a minute, 30 seconds to a minute, like pretty easily, and get good numbers on it. But it took me thousands of reps to be able to do that. So my team, my closers need to be able to do that. If your team, and because maybe you guys aren't there yet, maybe it's only one person. That's great. Once you start doing multiple deals, whoever's doing the comping is going to lose their freaking mind, because they're just sitting at a table on Zillow and just comparing. So I like it, but there's things that you need to be able to send. So comping, your closers, your acquisitions people need to be able to do that. I would rather, and you're talking about underwriting and dedicated person for underwriting, I want all my closers to be able to spot that a mile away, but have a dedicated sales director who knows all this stuff.
Right. I got you.
And this person is a resource to all the closers. And here's the thing. They are not a sales manager. A sales manager just manages all these people. A sales director, and I was with Sal Shakur and Carlos Reyes, and they were pouring into a few of us about this. And there's a difference between a sales manager and a sales director. A sales director, right? Your closers or your acquisitions people are going to go to the director and say, hey, here's my problem. Here's what I'm looking at. Here's what this looks like. A sales manager will be like, okay, cool. Figure it out. Let me know what happens. A sales director is going to say, great. That looks like an ovation. It means you have to go figure this out. That looks like a hybrid because he's got X amount of equity, right? So I need you to go figure out the information on his loan, what those payments look like. I need you to go figure out what cash flow would be in that market, what rent rates are. Go run out on AirDNA, like an actual director giving them explicit directions on what to do. And why do I say all this? Because when you guys join, is it more valuable? Like the most valuable thing is this. I'm sure you can attest to this. When you find someone, like a big brother or a mentor who's done this business, and they just give you actual step-by-step direction, you actually learn faster.
100%.
That's the job of the sales director.
Okay. So that makes sense to me, bro. What I have right now is I guess I am the sales director and the sales manager right now. And I'm working on getting I have one lead manager. He's going to be closing deals really freaking soon. But right now what he's doing is he's doing like live transfers to the closers and also scheduling calls on their appointment on their calendar. But leads definitely fall through the cracks for sure.
You need to eliminate lag time. So shoot.
Are your VAs are they with the company or did you hire them directly?
A few of them are with the company. The others are direct hires.
But the ones that are pretty much like higher levels are direct hires, right?
They're direct hires, and yeah, and I needed the freedom to be able to manipulate their schedules the way that I want to. So, and also I need better control. So, and for a lot of guys, for a lot of people, especially if you're on the newer side, I honestly don't recommend direct hires right off the bat, just because you'll be responsible for more. You'll be responsible for HR. You're going to be responsible for like getting hub staff put online and then understanding how to run all that.
Yeah.
So, 100%. Yeah, the top tier guys, they're the one of them's a gal. They're all direct hires that I've trained up.
Yeah. Cool, bro.
Should we give some should I give some secret sauce from someone who's making over $2 million a month?
Yeah. You should.
Or I mean,
1,000%.
I mean, tell you what, unless people tell me they want to hear that. So I mean, if you guys want to know about what that looks like, because I was spending some quality time with someone who's doing over $2 million a month, and I know I can literally tell you guys a little bit of a blueprint about what their acquisitions funnel looks like, and it's a little bit surprising, and it's definitely not what people like think is the norm. That's 100% sure.
Please tell me, bro.
I'll tell you all mine.
Let's imagine that we're on a Zoom right now.
Oh, private Zoom, huh?
Probably like 25 people watching.
Someone literally, I don't know, dude. Dan,
put a 1 in the chat if you want Sam to drop some millionaire gems on us right now. If you guys put a 1 in the chat, then he'll just tell me in private.
Bro, my boy Dan, instead of like commenting on Instagram or on the YouTube, he texted me saying "spill the beans."
Spill the beans, yes, bro.
God dang it, Dan.
Beans. But nobody's putting 1s in the chat, bro. So I guess they just want me to get it private. So
I will tell you later, bro.
Okay, I got 1s on Instagram. Okay, we got some 1s coming in.
All right,
there's some 1s coming in. They want to hear the sauce, bro. There we go.
Here's the thing. It's in the olden days of sales, right? In the 80s and the 90s, we and even the early 2000s, sales teams. And guys, I want you guys to make this known. Alexis. So I've been seeing a lot of Alexis Morgan, and I think I may have run into her.
She's so awesome, bro.
I need to. I've never connected with her. I need to. I just feel like I should end up meeting her one day. So Alexis. Ooh. Daryll's gone. Bro, you there?
I'm here, bro. My bad.
Okay, I'm so sorry. What were you saying?
No, I said I'm gonna put you guys in a group chat.
Yeah, 100%, dude. Alexis seems to be killing it from what I've seen online. Showing up like an all-star out of nowhere. So Alexis, I would love to connect and see what you're all about. But dude, so 100%. Let's go ahead and talk about it. In the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, sales teams, and guys, actually, I want everyone to notice this and realize this. If you're playing the game of acquisitions, right? Wholesaling is acquisitions, right? If you want to do buy and hold and your marketing, it's acquisitions. You need to stop thinking of yourself as a wholesaler. Heck, you need to even stop thinking of yourself as a real estate investor. If your game is to do acquisitions, you actually need to think of yourself as a marketer. You're actually a marketer. And I'm telling you this out of experience because I spent so much time with extremely high performers, and not a single one of them calls themselves wholesalers. Not a single one of them, it's like a real estate sales funnel. They are salesmen, and they are perfecting the art of sales. And this translates to every other industry that does sales, whether it's car sales, whether it's tech, whatever the heck it is, even biomed. I know a guy who crushed it in biomed, was making multiple 7 figures, got into real estate, just copy and pasted the exact acquisition outreach blueprint, and then did multiple 7 figures his first year wholesaling. And
that's what I was going to do before I got into real estate.
Biomed?
Yeah.
Is that what you went to college for?
Yeah.
Oh, man. No wonder you're so
smart. It was no. It wasn't biomed. It was biology. I was going to get into biological sales. Same type of shit.
Dude, yeah, this is why. See, I told you, you're too smart for me, man. That's why we can't talk. We have to have limited discussions because I'll just feel stupid. But, okay. So all of these teams, 80s, 90s, early 2000s, were all operating under the same kind of approach. And that was a usually in-person sales funnel, a sales floor, right? It would be, I think of like Wolf of Wall Street and stuff like that, where you have 20 people all in the same gigantic room and all their phones are going off at the same time.
Stay on the phones till the customer buys or dies, right?
Exactly. And so that model went away as tech evolved, and we started to do things virtually and things like that. The best freaking sales teams are doing one of two approaches right now. And this is all the secret sauce that you guys are going to get. I'm not going to give you any more because I work my butt off to get this type of info. So there's a lot of teams right now who are doing in-person sales floors, right? In-person right now, I'm not going to say who, but my team and I just paid someone $20,000 to basically copy and paste a blueprint for something very specific that we're looking to do. And it's a scale play. It's a massive scale play. This person is a super high level producer, over $500,000 a month, on just rinse and repeat, right? And they run an in-person sales floor. Now that's great. It has a lot of great team culture. Everyone's accountable because they're all there in person. Yep. Now there's some inherent pitfalls with that. If it's in-person sales floor in America, you have to start paying more. Your profitability gets hurt because you're paying American people, right?
Yeah.
So that's a little bit difficult. And then also, Daryll, let's assume that you and I made a company together. Well, I'm in California, bro. You are about to be somewhere in the middle of nowhere in an RV. Where's that sales floor going to be located, right? Who's going to run it? Is it going to be with me in Cali? Or what if I move, right? There's a lot of inherent limitations to it. Yeah. And if I move to Miami next year, I have to go find more talent there and train them up. So there's some limitations. That's realm one. Realm two is the virtual approach, but the highest level teams, and I'm talking probably minimum $250,000 a month or more that are doing this virtual approach. They all are working their butts off to eliminate lag time. Lag time is the minutes that it takes, but from a lead to come in to someone to be on the phone with them, from an offer to be made to having a DocuSign sent out to them. Yeah. And what they're actually doing, even if they're virtual, they actually are starting to do a round robin approach where it's emulating that sales floor virtually. So let's just say lead comes in, cool. Automatically, let's just say, Daryll, you and I are, remember, there is no separation between lead managers or closers on these teams. The lead managers are the closers. Let's just say you, me, and Olu are the three closers, right?
Okay.
Lead comes in. Us three, you, me, and Olu are the three closers on standby. We'll work full time. Let's say the lead it's round robin to whoever it goes to first. Let's say it goes to you. It will ring 3 times. And if you don't pick it up, it will go to my phone and it'll ring 3 times. And if I don't pick it up, it goes to Olu, right? And it's whoever picks up that potato right off the bat. And whoever does that, it's ours. We own it. We claim it, right? Now, there has to be the elimination of lag time. Oh, Daryll froze again, so I'm gonna pause until my boy gets back.
I'm here, bro. I'm here.
You are. Okay. So so with that lag time, right? I'm on the phone and if this is a follow-up call, great, we'll schedule the follow-up. But if this is a hot lead, this is what we're gonna talk about. If this is a hot lead, I need to basically be able to competently quick comp it on the phone, right? Yeah. This is the end goal. Now, a lot of times you're going to have someone doing a quick comp for you. It might be your sales director, right? That resource role that we have, that support role. But ideally, in a perfect world, you need to work till your team is, dude, I know you do this. When I'm on the phone with the seller, right, I can quick comp in a minute. I can find out if these numbers make sense or not. So you're going to eliminate that lag time by being able to comp on the spot.
Yeah.
And then, ooh. Hold on, let's find this out,
bro. Lock it up.
Hey, this is Sam. What's up, Roger?
All right, we're gonna drop Sam down really quick. We're gonna mute him, and as he's locking up this deal or whatever he's doing, we'll bring him back. But it's super big what he was talking about, right? So I used to work for a company who they were doing PPC, right? And they were doing pretty good numbers. And that was the main thing, right? It's when the lead comes in, it's speed to lead, right? We want to hit these leads as soon as they come in, right? Oh, no doubt, Alexis. I'm learning myself. These are very selfish questions that I'm asking. So I'm glad y'all are getting value from this. But when a lead comes in, right? you want to hit it as fast as it can. So what we were doing was we had a VA calling the lead as soon as it came in. So we had PPC, people were going on the website, how to sell my house fast. They fill out a questionnaire, and then a lead will hit the system, right? So within a minute of it hitting the system, we'd reach out to them and we called them. We want to catch them before they go to somebody else's website and fill out their questionnaire, right? Because remember, speed to lead. So we would call them, and then as the lead managers on the phone with them, getting their information, we would get they would live transfer it to a closer once they were ready, right? So they would live transfer it to a closer, and then that closer was responsible for comping, underwriting, locking up the deal, sending the contract, all on that call, right? So that's how I got really good at comping and underwriting, is because as I'm on the phones with these sellers, I'm taking it through everything, right? So I'm comping it first. I'm underwriting a deal to see if it'll work as a long-term rental. I'm putting it in AirDNA and Airbnb to see if I can make it a short-term rental. I'm looking up every single possible acquisition strategy for this deal, or exit strategy for this deal, and I'm underwriting it to make sure it works, right? And I did this on every single call, literally, even if it didn't go nowhere, right? But just to get into the practice of really underwriting really good and underwriting fast, like I can underwrite a deal in less than 10 minutes now. I could comp in less than a minute now. So that's what we did. And then our contract was literally a one click contract. So like with my contracts now, it probably takes less than 10 minutes to sign a contract. And that's super important because like Sam was just talking about, you want to eliminate that lag time, right? So you get somebody to answer to say yes, right, to your offer. You don't want to say, okay, well, give me 3 hours so I can write this contract up and send it to you, right? That's too much time. You want to be able to say, okay, can I just put you on a brief hold for a couple minutes and we can send this contract out? Sam, what's up, dude? You back,
Oh,
bro?
wait. Hey,
Hey.
there you are. Okay, I'm so yeah, Gio. My bad, guys. I had to coach someone through a call real quick.
No, you're good. What I was saying though, I kind of picked up where you left off, and I still want to hear your points. What I was saying was, I really learned how to do my comping and underwriting really fast, because I used to work. You know who I used to work for, right?
Mhm.
But we did. They were doing PPC at the time, and I'm assuming you're talking about PPC leads because they're incoming. It rings for 3 times.
It could be no. I mean, you could
Well,
do
not
this through
PPC,
cold
but
calling too. As long as it gets in your system, you can, depending on the software that you have, you can have your CRM as soon as a lead is pushed by a lead generator of whatever kind,
yeah,
right? Whether you're doing cold calling or PPC, doesn't matter. As soon as it's generated a lead in the system, it
yeah.
should at the very least be sending out a text blast to all of your closers. So
Uh,
I have a separate work phone now. Every single lead that comes through is pushed, I get a text. And then I get to see which one of my team members claims it right off the bat. So this is
okay.
like, we need to do everything we can to pick it up as soon as it comes in. But please continue.
No. Okay. Cool. So yeah, what I was saying was, every call that I had got, right, I was forced to underwrite that deal, comp that deal. I was putting it in Airbnb, see if it could be an Airbnb. I was seeing if it was a long term rental, all while I'm talking to the seller, right, on the phone. And then once you get them to accept your offer, like you were saying, that lag time is a killer, right? You want to be able to send them a contract within 5 minutes of them accepting your offer, 5 to 10 minutes of them accepting your offer, right? So it's important to have either templates set up or one click contract set up in your system so you can just send it with ease, right? Because what you don't want to do is say have this person agree to your offer, and then you say, okay, I'll call you back in 3 hours when the contract's drawn up, right? Or I really hate bringing on transaction coordinators and like saying, oh, I have to have my transaction coordinator set everything up, right? I'd much rather have my closer send the contract out and have the transaction coordinator coordinate everything after that.
After 100%. So guys, a little tip, right? If you guys are doing this, in the beginning, when you guys are getting good at, filling out contracts, it's going to take, I remember when I filled out my first contract, it took me a little bit of time. You need to be able to get to a point where you can fill out a contract within a matter of minutes, right? And a
Oh
lot of
yeah,
times that matter of minutes is actually delayed just by making sure that you have their email right and you didn't typo it or something, right? Or making sure, like, double checking batch or prop stream to make sure the person on title, you got their name spelled right.
yeah. It's
All
super
of that to
important to
say,
spend at least one day making templates for all your contracts. and making that really, really easy.
And ninja trick, right? I know you've done this with your contract where you have a clause. I don't want to get too much into that because, we're NDA protected and sub 2 and all that kind of stuff. But you found a way to make sure that your contract applies and you have to go in and change the cities. My team, we did it a little bit differently. We just created templates for every market that we're in. We just, we found those little things. So it's like, blank Texas residential purchase agreement, right? And they'll click that one. So
I like that. I just memorized section 12.7 in the agreement.
You're good.
I can read that off the top of my head, but I won't do it.
Yeah, you're good. So for me, I don't even want it because that's a potential objection. You have the answer to it, but it's there, right?
It's
so
there.
For me,
right.
yeah. But all that to say, a lot of times I'm like, hey, it's gonna take me about 5 minutes to, and when you say 5 minutes to get the contract drafted up, it's probably gonna take you 15. And you hang up the phone, what's gonna happen then? That person is going to go talk to their husband, their wife, and they're going to talk about like, oh man, is that really good? And you got them at a discount. They could probably go get more somewhere else. That lag time, that 15 minutes is dangerous as hell. So what's the fix to that? Guys, get your tech in place, get your systems in place, get your dialers worked out and modified and customized, and then put them on hold. And what does that mean? You're not actually putting them on hold. You're just muting yourself. While you're drafting it up and you're still listening. My acquisitions people, they're listening, and guess what? The person thinks they're on hold. They're just we're just muted. And what do? We hear Dan, the husband, come in, and Dan starts talking smack about how it's not enough, or they think they can get more. And what my acquisitions people are actually doing during that whole time of 3, 4, 5 minutes for them to send the contract out, what they're actually doing is they're figuring out the next objection that's going to come up.
Yep.
And then when they get back on the phone, they play dumb, right? And but they know it's going to come up. They've already thought about it in their head. They've brainstormed. And so, guys, what we're doing is if you guys notice, the lead comes in the system, pretending this is a hot lead. They've vetted it. They've comped it. They've done some preliminary underwriting. They know this is a deal. Drafting up the conversation, and they still haven't drafted up the contract, and they still haven't stopped the phone call yet. This is all on the same phone call, ideally. This is what we always shoot for. Now, it's not always going to happen, but this is what we shoot for.
Yeah.
Now, when the time comes for them to look at the contract, guys, I'll say this. I actually learned this from another sub 2 student really a while back when I first got started, and I was like, dude, that's the most genius thing ever. You don't pick up and say, hey, by the way, I sent, are you looking at your email? I'm going to send you the contract right now. No, you don't say that. Don't send the contract. Don't send it right off the bat. Literally get on with them. Hey, can you check your email? It should be there right now.
Yep.
And you haven't sent it yet. And what you're forcing them to do is actually open up their Gmail app and be looking at it. And they're like, no, I haven't gotten it yet. Cool. Now they're looking at it. Now they've got it open. Now you hit send. And they'll be like, oh, and then all you're going to say is like, oh, it might take just 30 seconds or something to get through the system.
Bro, I hope y'all wrote that down because that is a ninja tactic. And honestly, bro, I've been doing that. And my team does that, and I didn't even notice that's why we do it. Well, I don't know if my team does it, but I'm gonna pass it on to them. But I do that, and I didn't even notice that was a thing. I usually do it just to make it faster, right? I'll say, oh yeah, it's there, I sent it, but really, I'm still drafting this shit, right? So
exactly, you're buying yourself time, and here's why: you don't want to actually draft it and then send it, and the person's like, oh, by the way, I'm on the road right now, I can't. They're not gonna look at it. Exactly. So great, then you can schedule a follow up at the right time. But see, awesome, all we're focusing on, right, is we're not putting the ball down at all. So all of these, $250K a month plus teams who are doing $250,000 a month or more, and especially the 7-figure teams, they've got this system dialed in, and it is never letting it drop, never letting it fall. And this is the most important thing. And guys, this is very difficult for people to get off the ground. It's very hard to build to that level because there's a lot of integration and scale. There's gonna be a lot of customization that's a part of scale.
Yeah.
And those are not easy to build out. That infrastructure is extremely difficult, but strive for that.
So what do you think about this, bro? Because, sorry, not to cut you off, but so my team, right? And I told them when you walked away, because Alexa said, thanks for asking these questions. I said, no problem. But my questions are extremely selfish right now. But they're 100% for my business. But I'm glad everybody's getting value. So for my team, right, I have a lead manager, right? I don't have So my acquisitions teams is in the States, right? So what I'm going to struggle with if I eliminate that middleman, that lead manager, is having these acquisitions people talk to people who really aren't the most motivated because we're still cold calling, right? So did you see that as being a bottleneck for now? Like until I have my whole team virtual, you think having a lead manager in that spot, trying doing live transfers for like the really hot leads, is going to slow things down?
No. Speed to lead, right? If it allows you better speed to lead, then it's the right way. But there's always a danger with transferring, right? The live transfer, a transition, right? We've talked about this on the nightly dial. In the beginning of the nightly dial, the first 2 months that we were doing it, we heavily talked about how to transition properly to set up the next person to succeed.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's extremely important. If you don't do it right, you're setting up the next person to fail.
Exactly.
So I think until you can outsource, because at the end of the day, it's, you need a good bit of amount of money to bring on a competent, acquisitions person who's overseas. And you're actually going to realize this. You're going to burn money in the first couple of weeks that I'm coming on because they need to be trained. Right.
Yeah.
It's money texting. It's amazing.
I mean, I have one he's like my lead manager right now. I think he's ready now to start closing, but for some reason, I need to spend more time with him, just training him because he's telling third party stories and everything. Like he just doesn't take it to that next level, that closing step. Right now, I just want him to focus on getting motivation and having empathy.
I would say this: one of the biggest things about people who they have the rapport, they understand the game. I don't know if this is innate quality or not, if this is something that can be taught or not. I do not know. I've seen phenomenal salesmen who are on the phone who can build the greatest rapport, and they will the seller will trust them more than their own children, right?
Yeah.
And this comes into play, and we've seen this happen on the nightly dial. And it's that there's sometimes, and maybe this is, I think, in the back of your head without realizing it, you're actually sensing this, is that do you feel that this person is a killer who will go for the kill? Or do you think this is someone who's a massive, amazing rapport builder, question asker, conversation haver, but is going to ask permission to close?
I think he'll go for the kill. I
Boom,
really do.
There you go. Then set them up. Set them up. If you feel, and here's the thing, they're going to drop the ball.
Yeah.
You're going to lose money. Money will be left on the table. Now, it doesn't always have to be. You can have another acquisitions person, or you can make the call, with a different LLC and then still, get the bag. You can totally do that.
Right.
We do that all the time. If my team drops the ball, dude, I've got freaking 13 LLCs.
Right.
And they all, some of them have acquisitions orients where we can call them and pick it back up.
Exactly.
But if you feel that he has, a killer instinct, at least it's there. Even if it's a little bit, but it's there, you need to feed it. You need to feed it.
Yeah.
You feed it.
He owns properties in the Philippines. He's a badass. He owns property. He's a landlord in the Philippines. He has multiple properties there.
There you go, dude. And that's amazing, right? So for his relatability and rapport building, I mean, he can relate to landlords. He can relate to the investor savvy types, right? He knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
100%, dude. I think that until you can make that switch, and you and I will talk offline about big scale plays, because I think I've already given up way too much information for free. Guys, you guys have no idea. Daryll knows everything that I do. The cost that comes at getting all this information from these teams is not freaking cheap. And sometimes it requires me to do some very dangerous things, like potentially jumping out of a plane.
Everybody tell thank you to Sam right now, because this is super valuable for me, and I know it's super valuable for y'all. So say thank you.
Yeah, I know there's a few people here who I know, Olu's been here. I don't know if he's still watching right now, but Patrick Fitzgerald, who I've done a deal with I think he's out of Ohio.
He's in Cincy.
In Cincy, that's right. He JV'd with him on a deal before. So guys like that, right? There's a lot of people here who are newbies who are just learning, and a lot of times this is information that's going to go in one ear and out the other because you're not ready to scale yet. But for Olu, for some of the other
interesting versus important, bro.
Dude, exactly. But if you're at the point where you're looking to scale, you can do a few deals here and there and this, that, and the other, and you need to start, getting some real traction to scale. 100% actually rewatch this, because all this information that I'm relaying to you guys, I'm not joking, is coming from the heaviest hitters in this industry.
Yeah. And trust me, when he says the heaviest hitters, Sam is in that inner circle with some of the heaviest hitters in the industry. Like, we're not exaggerating right now. I'm just waiting on the introduction, dog.
Dude,
I need
I just need you to, bro.
I need to close more deals. I need to close more deals.
No, dude, you're 100% someone. We'll talk about this offline, but there's some
Do you
amazing
think?
things that are gonna happen, and as long as like we're in the same vicinity at the same time, like you get those introductions without a
Yeah,
doubt. You 100% do. Um, bro, heck no, 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 it
I
doesn't.
was waiting for it.
No, guys, my closers. And here's why I know this. So the question was, do you think area code matters when you're calling? And I say the answer is hell no.
Hell
And the
no,
reason why is
not at
this: when I
all.
first got started, bro, I was too cheap to get multiple phone numbers. Right? I
You're
had my
still too
Google,
cheap.
dude, exactly. Like I had my Google Voice number, and it was on my area code, right, in
Yeah.
California. And here's people think that like, oh, do I need the area code? No, it actually doesn't matter at all. And here's why. Anytime it's an objection and it comes up like, oh, I saw the number was from California. Okay, cool. Here's what my people say. And here's what I used to say. And that's cool. Because of COVID, we actually found out that we can work virtually. And my job is actually just running numbers for the most part and talking to people on the phone. We have boots on the ground that do all the work, but I got to go remote. So I'm actually in California. It's a great time. You know what? And this actually builds into rapport. You're in Texas, man. You got way better politics than I do. Like California low key sucks. And guess what? If they're in a red state, I'm gonna build rapport by them talking crap on California for the next 10 minutes. And then it just becomes it's the easiest. It is a non-objection. It's a non-issue. If you're newer and you are spending money on systems and CRMs and data, you do not need, honestly, a Google Voice number for free. Doesn't matter where the heck that area code is. Not a problem at all.
Bro, we probably have three or four phone numbers that we use in our system, but remember, I'm doing a lot of nationwide stuff, right? So yeah, we get that objection sometimes, but here's a gold nugget for y'all. Treat objections like complaints, and you want to sidestep them and just ask another question, right? So like when you get that objection that, oh, I have are you not in the state, blah blah blah, it's really easy to just say, no, I'm not. I live in Maryland, but I have a team in California. Do you want to
It's
still stay
it's really that simple, guys. It is
is that
really that simple.
and then ask them a question, is that a problem that I live in Maryland and I'm buying a house in California? No? Okay. Well, let's get back to business, right? So like it's it's overthinking, right? Like that's an overthinking question, JR. Just take the action, bro.
And
As long as
I'll say
you're
this, man. This is so true because, like, guys, if you're on the phones, I would venture to say that you either have the superpower of talking to people or you are making that be the superpower, right? You're gonna develop that as a superpower. Tell them that. If they have a question of like, so I have this seller who I'm talking to, one in Georgia, one in Alabama. The Georgia one asked me that, like, oh, I noticed your number was in California. And I said, yeah, here's the truth. Like, swinging a hammer ain't my superpower.
Yep.
Constructing, like putting up walls, ain't my superpower. Talking to people and being on the phones and making sure numbers are good, that's my superpower. And I can do that from anywhere in the country.
Yep.
And then they were like, you like California? I'm like, politics here suck, but the weather's nice. And then they laugh. And then we move on because it's not an issue at all. Don't make something an issue. Like a lot of times we say this, right? Don't make something an issue that really isn't. Like it's not that big of a problem. That's actually one of those things where I love and hate that question. But anyone watching, don't worry about it. Not one bit.
It's 2022. Bro, when are you ready to come onto the podcast?
I mean, whenever I get an invite.
This is your invitation, bro.
Okay, I would love to. Dude, I would absolutely love to. You and I have to talk online. Got some amazing things that are happening.
Yeah.
We got some amazing things. Oh my God. Tiffany High joined on Instagram. Hi, Tiffany. Guys, if you guys aren't following Tiffany High official, she and her husband, Josh High, are amazing performers in this industry in the world of acquisitions. And their sales systems are insane. So if you guys aren't following Tiffany High, please do so.
Bro, you just got somebody high level in your chat in your Instagram, and bro, I'm lost. I have a loss for words for who just jumped into my Instagram right now, bro.
Who's this?
Mindset Marlon Johnson, bro.
Oh, he joined mine too. Mindset. That's our brother right there.
Bro, this guy was on he was on our podcast on Saturday. We literally sat on it for 2 hours straight, bro. Just talking about mindset. The podcast is supposed to be over in an hour. Sat there for 2 hours.
That's amazing. Where can people go and catch that? Wholesale Hard Knocks with
Wholesale
Marlon.
Hard Knocks on my YouTube
Marlon.
channel with Mindset Marlon. It was episode 8, I believe. So if you guys are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all liking this video, because every single day I'm here for Scale Out. Right, Scale Out is I'm going live every single day till we get a scale out company to 10 deals a month consistently. And then every Saturday, me and Mike Gomes have a podcast called Wholesale Hard Knocks, where we bring in super, super high level people. I'm so excited to have Sam on here. Sam, we'll schedule a date. I think the next 2 weeks are booked. I have Keston coming on this week. So yeah, I'm excited, bro.
Dude, I can't wait, man. I can't wait to come on. I had the honor of coming on Marlon's podcast earlier this week. Guys, if you guys aren't following Mindset Marlon, you freaking need to be. Like, don't rob yourself of leveling up your circle and your mindset, which is actually the most important thing ever. Go follow Mindset Marlon. Get plugged in with that amazing, amazing giving human being. And selfishly, go watch my podcast episode with him from this past week, because it may or may not have been one of the best podcast episodes.
Bro, how do people watch your podcast? How do people get in? You're building a social. Tell everybody what your this challenge that you're doing right now.
Yeah, so you and I have to talk about some of this stuff offline, just because it's we're putting pen to paper and inking some deals and things like that.
Yeah.
Some big deals, but what I've had on, appreciate you, brother. What I've had on is that. Oh, hello. On my podcast, we've been blessed. We've had some amazing, amazing high level people on, right? Yeah. We had Carlos Salguero on episode 4. We had Dan Young, who was a Clever Summit speaker, right? Phenomenal human being, high level entrepreneur. Then we had Jenna Hoover, star of an HGTV show, DIY personality from the DIY channel, Clever Summit speaker. We had the absolute honor of having Laura Morby, right? And it's like, to us, she's, the first lady of Sub 2, the queen of creative finance and all that kind of stuff. And she's like a mother figure to us because she's married to Kpis. But the reality of Laura Morby is that she's just a freaking rock star in everything that she does, right? Like top 1% of realtors, I think, nationwide, star of A&E's triple digit flip.
I really feel some type of way, bro. I feel some type of way because I was on your podcast and you weren't there, bro.
So, okay, I'll get back to the personal brand stuff. But yeah, so guys, when Daryll came on to the podcast, it was after Vegas, after Clever, right? It was after Clever.
It was after Clever.
Yes, and then what did I do? I broke my spine and I had a
broke your back.
I broke my back, guys. So I actually did miss that. I was so sad. I was knocked out. That was like the worst part of it. I had like a 102, 103 fever and broken spine. I missed your podcast episode, dude. I'm so sorry. But you'll come back on 20 more times, like it's a requirement. Yeah. But back to the challenge. We had the absolute honor of having on a guy named JJ. Now you can follow him at JJ Live. JJ is, this is actually really important in our world, personal branding. You get this. A lot of people get this. It's why like Pace is, wow, look at that. I actually just summoned by saying his name. JJ Live just joined the Instagram.
That's awesome.
Okay, so JJ, we're actually going to talk about what what challenge you issued me. Guys, please go follow at JJ Live. He's amazing. So JJ's got 1.1 million followers on Instagram, right? Massive. He's got, I think all of his content has been viewed just shy of 60 million times globally. Like these are insane, unfathomable numbers. And JJ comes on the podcast with me and Logan, and it was a phenomenal episode. JJ's an electric, magnetic personality. And I decided, hey, my business is doing well and we're scaling and we're trying to make it scale the right way. And I understand that personal branding is, the currency of the future, and we need to make this happen in a big way. Now, JJ issues me a pretty interesting challenge, and it's that I need to go live on Instagram for the next 30 days every single day, and to put a stake on it, to have accountability, to really have some skin in the game. I had to wire my podcast co-host Logan $1,000. And every day that I miss, Logan gets to keep 1/30th of it. And I haven't missed a day yet, and I'm not gonna miss a day because when someone issues me a challenge, I'm just gonna go above and
I was gonna
beyond.
say, you said yet, bro. You're not gonna miss a day. The hell?
Never, never. Like something Instagram, the only way I will miss it is if Instagram shuts down as a corporation. So, but if I crush that,
If
it's gonna be some amazing relationships that come out of that, and I'm working on some pretty dope stuff with JJ um, behind the scenes, and it's going to be some amazing personal brand building that's going to happen out of it. But for everyone who's watching, Daryll doing what he's doing right now consistently with SCALEOUT, he's doing, this is on top of his business. This is helping more people understand that he's a value giver in a massive, massive way. I mean, this is why he's doing this right now. I mean, like, Daryll, let's be honest, bro. We gave for free information that like teams are paying millions of dollars to try to like figure out and come to conclusions.
But you just said you paid $20,000 for it.
Yeah, some of these things I paid $20,000 for some of this info, guys. So please use it and don't just like forget it and leave it there, because then I'm going to be really upset. But guys, building your personal brand, getting used to being in front of the camera, it's going to be really powerful, because Daryll, you understand this, and Kpis pours into us about this. Like, business cards are extinct.
Yeah.
Like, Daryll, what is your business card in today's day and age?
My Instagram, bro. I'm actually closing on a deal this week that we're gonna do a flip. And we're reinstating the arrears this week, but we'll probably close on it in like 2 weeks. But the guy literally signed a contract.
There you are. Sorry, we lost you for a minute there, bro.
Right, cool,
the guy signed what?
Nah, so I sent the creative contract to this guy, right? And his response after he read it was, I've never seen a contract that made me shit bricks like this before. It was Kpis' creative contract, right? But hear me out. This is what he did. He looked me up on Instagram, and he's seen that I post every single day. Well, not every day, but he's seen that I post consistently. He's seen I'm actually doing deals. I'm actually in the business. And he literally called me, and he brought up one of the videos that I had. It was a joke. It actually wasn't a joke. We had a deal that we wholesaled that one of the tenants OD'd on crack in there, and like we were there, and he saw the video. He's like, he called me back. He's like, all right, I promise there's nobody in there that's gonna overdose on crack. And he started talking about like my videos, and he's like, but no, I looked you up. I see you're legit. I'm gonna sign the contract.
Oh,
it's your business card, bro. Like,
and it's not just that. It's not just sellers. I love that you said that. I thought I was the only one whoever does this or do this. I like with sellers that I feel comfortable with, I tell them to go look at my Instagram. I actually tell them to go follow me on Instagram. And then just because they'll see the people that I hang out with, the people that I associate with, and they'll like realize they'll get a glimpse into my life. And now with the things that I'm working on with JJ, it's going to take that to the next level. But here's another thing, guys, for personal branding. A few weeks ago, a aspiring young amazing investor basically slid into my DMs unsolicited, and I now have from this person, I think $250,000 to $300,000 in private capital that just I never even had the conversation for. It's just like, hey, I've got this money. I love what you do. I trust you. You're the real deal. Boom. Here you go.
Let me hold 50 for a deal, bro.
What was that?
I said, let me hold 50 for a deal.
Bro, bring me deals, dude. Bring me freaking deals. I'll partner with you on deals all over the country. So, dude, it's people are sleeping on it. And it's not, I get it, guys. I get that a lot of people aren't comfortable with being on social media and things like that. I come from an industry before I got into real estate very recently where being on social media was a big no-no. The reason why is privacy and security. Daryll, you know what I'm talking about. And there's a danger aspect to it.
Yeah.
Now, 100%. So I've actually had to go around it and like rewire my brain to understand that if I want to thrive, not just in this industry in real estate, but as an entrepreneur, social media is a currency of the realm.
Yeah. And that's crazy that you brought that up, because I remember I used to yell at you and Faisal for not posting as much on social media, and I never put two and two together, like from your past life and why you don't really post like that, why you're a ghost.
Yeah. Back then it was for a different reason, right? It was for security and safety and things like that. Also, it's one of those things where you go through backgrounds, and social media tends to hurt a lot of people on backgrounds.
Yeah.
But now it's like, and I'm still very careful with it. So Logan, I love Logan to death. He gives me a ton of crap about it. There's one live where I told him I went live, but I can't post it. And I told him, hey man, keep the 33. It's totally fine, right? Even it's in the archive. I went live. But the reason why is because I was on a walk and I was on with Brian Catalan, who's a good follow, who's a good fellow friend of mine. And I realized, oh crap, you could see my house like 17 times. And I was like,
I mean,
no.
but they wouldn't notice your house. They just see you
So
in the neighborhood.
here's the thing. So for me, and I'm not going to get too much into this dive down this rabbit hole. Power of skip tracing is pretty strong, right? And then let's just say that leaving that industry behind doesn't leave the threat of that industry behind. So,
True.
But that being said, guys, there is a balance, and for anyone who's a little bit more old school, who doesn't like social media, doesn't like posting, I'm sorry, you got to ask yourself, if you want to, not just in real estate, but in entrepreneurialism, do you want to succeed and like really scale over the next 20, 30, 40 years of your life? If the answer is yes, you are shooting yourself in the foot by not being on social media, by not being intentional, by not building out plans, by not treating your personal brand like a business.
Yep. You don't want to be the best kept secret. You can be the best at what you do, but if nobody knows about it, you will be the best kept secret.
100%. And then, you're going to run into issues. And here's the thing, you're going to feel a certain type of way. There's going to be people who get shortcuts in life. Shortcuts in life come through visibility. This is just the way the world works. If you are visible and people know you and you have a sphere of influence, opportunities will just come to you.
Yep.
And I know this because I'm partnering with someone on a flip in California. And this is going to be a multiple triple-digit flip. We're just trying to work out getting the funding for it and not locking it in, all that kind of good stuff. That deal, no marketing spend.
What you need, bro?
A lot.
How much do I need to get a seat at that table, bro? I can bring some money.
It's a lot of money, bro. It's probably more than you've ever deployed into one deal. It's more than I've ever deployed into a deal. I'll give it to you this, man. Purchase is going to be over 1.8 million. So
it's a cash deal?
It's a cash deal. It's a flip. So
okay.
Yeah, this is one of those ones where I'm reaching out to my pro athletes who are in my lending pool. I'm like, hey, Mr. NFL player, like, did you get your bonus yet? So all of that to say,
Carlos, not to cut you off. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, so that opportunity came to my partner, not zero marketing spend, zero VAs, none of that stuff, just because a realtor liked his personal brand and sent him that deal.
I love that. Carlos, you have to pronounce his last name for me, bro. What's his last name? Carlos.
Sagüero.
Carlos Sagüero. He said it, bro. He says money and attention are directly correlated.
100%.
The more attention you get, the more money you're gonna get. All right, so be loud about what you do.
And here's the thing,
Ingrid said she has hard money lenders. Ingrid said she has a hard money lender for you, bro, at 9%.
Ingrid, I'll text you. We need to talk 100%. I need to catch up with Ingrid because Ingrid is a badass. Guys, have we gotten Ingrid to 2,000 followers on Instagram yet?
I don't know. Let's see. Sam, hit up Tanya too.
Yeah, it's not the hard money's not the problem, dude. It's just getting into the hard money.
Gotcha. No, she's not at 2,000 yet. She's close though. She's at 1,887. Y'all, I'm gonna put Ingrid's Instagram on the stream right now because she's the shit. Shout out to Ingrid. If y'all are not following Ingrid, please go follow her right now.
So, okay, this person just on Instagram. Guys, if you're on Instagram, just know that because I am ghetto and I've got this set up in a really bad way and I'm not like Mindset Marlin who bought a little mount, I can't see your comments until like I really look for them. But just
mine's set up on my laptop, bro.
Dude, I know. I'll get it all worked out. So got a comment here asking, did you make a separate IG for your real estate investing stuff or did you build your personal account? Ooh.
Can I answer that?
You please do.
Can I answer that? The way that I look at it, if you have a separate account and Kpis actually said this before too, if you have a separate account for your personal life and your business life, that just means you don't believe in yourself. You don't want your family, you don't want your friends to see what you really do because you don't think that you're going to be consistent enough and that you don't think you're going to succeed. So you don't want everybody to see what you're doing. So you make a separate page with way less followers and with the hopes of building that one up. Nobody's gonna follow your business page. Nobody. I promise you. Nobody's gonna follow your business page.
I love all my friends. I love all my friends in this space, but if I don't care. If you make a quick cash offers Instagram account, I'm not following that crap. Like I'm not, because if you're not doing the biz, it's gonna take you 1 month to post a photo of a contract, and then it's like it's not worth my time. So no. So Discard himself. I hope I'm saying your name right, dude. 100%. And here's another reason why. And this is actually a tactical reason for building brand and social media following. In the beginning, how difficult is it to get people to follow you? It's actually, when you start trying to do it, you're like, dude, you feel like you're asking people to like and follow and sub like every 5 minutes of your life. And it's like a pain, right? And then
if you're not sub to this channel, sub to this channel right now.
Sub to this channel, guys. Let's also, Ingrid is an amazing human being and leader in sub too. So please, let's get her to 2,000 followers on Instagram. She deserves it. And she makes actually really freaking good content. Like I actually love her feed. But that being said, guys, with you guys need to understand this. In the beginning, before you get big and you get a lot of momentum, like your first 1,000 followers are actually probably the hardest followers to get. From there, it's a exponential increase. If you have a personal page and then you have a business page and you're trying to grow both of them, you know how hard it is to get someone to just like and subscribe and follow to one account? Now you're trying to get them to do it to two? Heck no. No one's going to do it. So personal brand, and I'll actually say this, Daryll, I'm sure you've noticed this. Let's look at Wholesale Hotline, which is actually how I entered this space of real estate and how I found out about Pace and Sub 2. Is Wholesale Hotline is run by Pace, Jamil, and Brent. There is no Wholesale Hotline YouTube account, Instagram account. What do? They all go live on their personal accounts at the same time and then feed into it. Guys, everything is personal brand first.
And even when you look at these, like at the gurus and the people who are actually doing the business, right? You see Pace, you see Jamil, you see Carlos Reyes, Max Maxwell. Do you know what their LLC name is? Their wholesale LLC? They don't have a business page. It's them. They're selling themselves, right? Like it's your personal brand. People don't want to do business with Quick Cash Offer LLC. They want to do business with Samsung at Arc Samsung. What is the
100%. Arch. So
Arch. Sorry.
Yes. No, you're good, dude. I love it. So Grant Cardone, billion-dollar empire, several billion-dollar empire.
I should probably save this for. I don't want to cut you off, but I should probably save this for when you come onto the podcast.
Let's do it.
I feel like you're about to drop some gems, but I was just curious.
We'll save it for then. You'll actually love the answer, and it's not as like savvy investor. Like everything, there's a lot about me that you're always like, dude, what the hell? Like this guy knows so much about business. It has nothing to do with that, and it's like the most fun thing ever. You'll love it. I know you will.
Yeah, let's save it for the podcast, bro.
Guys, if you guys are on Instagram right now, dude, and you guys have questions, please put them in there, and I'll actually look this time.
Yeah. But bro, I actually need to jump off pretty soon.
Amazing.
Yeah. Today I was supposed to be. Should you change your IG name? I don't think so.
Depending on what it is.
I mean, I would say just make it your first and last name, bro. Like your first and last name should be there.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I said your first. I believe your first and last name should be in your IG name, whether it's just your name. Like you see, everything for me is like really simple, right? Like if you go into YouTube, you just search Daryll Ellison, you find my YouTube. You go on Instagram, you search Daryll Ellison, you'll find my Instagram. Go on Facebook, Twitter, everything's my name, right? Like, so I don't put a nickname or nothing like that. Like I recommend just making it your name.
And I mean, unless you're like me and your name is Sam, and it's like that's how hard it. There's no Sam. There's no way in hell I'm going to get Samsung for anything. It has to be Arch, unfortunately. But I'm cool with it.
Really cool name, Mike Gomes, my guy.
Mike, dude, it would be an honor if I can hop in on your guys' podcasting. So you guys need to go back and deliberate and make that executive decision.
No, that decision is Mike already knows, bro. That's happening. It's happening. Are you good for? We're blocked out the next 2 weeks, but the third and 3 weeks, you good for that, bro?
Yeah, we'll just have to coordinate a time. Cool thing. Can I do a little bit of a shameless plug?
Yeah, of course, bro.
So on our podcast, right, we've been just getting fire guests, like fire guests after fire guests. We have some amazing.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say who at the very end of this month. We secured an extremely like a person who trains billionaires, like a trainer of billionaires, the master of masters. But this Tuesday, I'm super excited about this. We actually have Cody Barton coming on,
Oh, nice.
the co-founder of Start Virtual. He's one of Pace's primary, probably he's one of his biggest business partners, and probably one of the smartest integrators in our space. So, dude, super excited about that. We've got some,
Okay.
and we may or may not have another clever summit speaker coming up this month.
I
And
love it.
then,
How do they find your podcast, bro?
yes, guys, please go subscribe to myself, Sam Singh, on YouTube. I finally got like approved, and I have to link that and start being more deliberate about that. And I
I
will.
was waiting for that, bro. I'm like, yo, does this guy not have a YouTube? Because I've been trying to subscribe to your YouTube channel.
It's finally up now. It's finally up now, and I'll shoot it to you. And it was like a pending process for some stupid reason.
Oh, it's just your name, Sam Singh.
Yeah, it should be. I'll text it to you, and I'll put it on my stuff, and we'll push it better. But also Logan Lee Manzaneres, my podcast co-host, my amazing partner in crime in discovering people's origin stories. Please go subscribe to him. Go subscribe to me. You guys are going to see some amazing stories. Like my podcast is all about taking on people who are extremely, extremely successful. And when I say successful, I mean people who've been on TV, who are active TV stars, people who are worth well over $100 million and killing it in this industry. And we actually want to hear the juicy story of how they got started and their origin story. That's what we do. So this Tuesday, we're going to go live with Cody freaking Barton. I'm super
That's
excited.
freaking awesome, bro. I love it.
All right, brother. I appreciate you taking so much time and letting me hop on. You are amazing, and I love you. And
Love you, dog. Love you, my brother.
Peace, guys.
I appreciate you. Yo, that was awesome. So I was supposed to be on here going through my daily schedule, my weekly schedule. I got it. I got some of it done. But when you have somebody like Sam who wants to join the live, everything gets discombobulated. All right. So I'm glad. I hope y'all got what the heck. I'm gonna go meditate on this and implement this everything that I learned today into my business. Um, am I still? What the heck is going on right now? Sorry, guys. All right, cool. So yeah, that was freaking dope, Alexis. I'm super grateful that Sam jumped in here. I hope y'all learned something. I know I did. If y'all are not subscribed to the channel, make sure y'all are please subscribing to the channel. I know that may get annoying that I keep on saying subscribe to the channel, but I'm on to go. I need to get to 1,000 subscribers before this month is over because yeah, I'm trying to hit this YouTube algorithm, get this thing right, and get some more people watching. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all liking this video. I'll be here tomorrow. I'll be here every single day, showing my journey, scaling this business to 10 deals a month consistently. So I appreciate y'all for jumping in. I will catch y'all tomorrow. Peace.